Uh, all right, I've just woken up. I just woke up, and I opened my eyes. I opened my phone, and I saw this breaking news: Charlie Kirk. He has been shot dead, and he has been killed. Okay, Charlie Kirk has died. He was shot at Utah College, and I could not believe my eyes. I've just woken up. I just put water on my face, and I just brushed my teeth quickly. Now, forgive me. This is not going to be planned. This is not at all planned. Not at all planned. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I definitely have to make a video and share my views on this. Now, you'll be surprised to know, very surprised to know, that this is a guy who I don't agree with. I disagree with Charlie Kirk. I disagree with this man. But then why am I making a video on him? Now, for those of you who don't know who's Charlie Kirk, there's a lot to explain, so I'll keep it very short. Charlie Kirk is a very young man, a very dynamic young man, very smart. He's one of those people I admire. In debating now, it's a skill. There are people like Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, Charlie Kirk, the Daily Wire. They are a bunch of youngsters, like in their 30s, who are very smart, such good debaters. They have dedicated their whole lives for debating. And me being someone who's a student in the art of communication, who has spent 30 years honing his skills in the art of communication, I've trained people, mentored people who have gone to become professional speakers or in Toastmaster, world champions. And so this is a skill I deeply admire. And his ability to influence millions, millions. So I admire the guy. He's only 31. And I found out that today he got shot. Look, I'm the type of guy. I may not agree with your point of view. I may not even like you, for example. Like you in the sense that your opinions. Okay. But I would never wish bad on you. Charlie Kirk, as a 31-year-old man, yeah, I think he has 2 kids. He has a wife. And he got shot just for an opinion. If you check Charlie Kirk's videos, his profile, I think he is the president of, he's an American right-wing political activist, media personality. He founded Turning Point USA. Um, if you see his debates, he goes to colleges and he debates youngsters and all that. And yes, he did fumble when he went to Jubilee, I think. He tried debating with the Oxford University students who were, if not as good as even better. But he was someone who I really admired, I really looked up to. And when you have someone who is so talented, so gifted, someone who can change the world, someone who believes in freedom of speech, freedom of expression, he was such a smart young man. And he got shot dead. There's the Wikipedia page shooting of Charlie Kirk. I was going through it, And it seems that it happened at 12:10 p.m. Um, he was answering the question about, ironically, mass shootings committed by transgender people. He said, "Do you know how many mass shooters have been there in America 10 years?" And as Kirk responded, "Counting or not counting gang violence?" And then someone 200 yards away shot him. You know, I Charlie Kirk had opinions about gun violence. He believed everyone should have guns. The American Amendment, which is the most stupid one, in my opinion, the most stupid one. It's like everyone should have guns. Everyone has a right to protect themselves. Everyone should fight against the government. It's such a shitty, absolutely shitty law, man. Oh, people have even tried to debate with me. Oh, what if someone comes to your house and has a gun? What will you do if you don't have a gun? Yeah, now use the same logic here. Let's assume everyone had guns. Everybody had guns. How do you know who, who would take out a gun and shoot you? When you give someone a weapon in their hands, yeah, there is always also this, yeah, yeah. No, when you give a gun, you go through psychological evaluation, maturity, and then only you give. How do you control emotions? How do you control feelings? Have you met people who have had road rage when driving? Cool, calm, collected people. Me, never raised my hand on a female. One day, I got angry with my wife, and that time I've already posted a video. She had a baby, I think was seventh month. She didn't listen to me on something I told her. And that particular day, I don't know what happened. Took the scooter. I have that Forza, which is like a heavy duty, fast scooter. Just revved it and we went like crazy. And as we were going like super fast, in my head it was like, "Hey man, your wife is having a baby. What if you have an accident?" I said, "I don't care today. I will die." Or seriously, that popped in my head. I said, "I don't care. I'll die and she'll die." And then, there was a T junction where you have to stop. And I hit the brakes. My wife was at the back. It's a big bike, no? She's slipped, like slided, because at the speed. And immediately, as she was going to fall. Like I put my hand and, was able to hold her. And immediately I was like, what the hell am I doing, man? What the hell am I doing? I'm supposed to be this loving, caring, provider of the house, a protector, and I'm getting angry. Okay, getting angry is fine, but road rage, and I I was supposed to give the scooter for Honda, which is close to my house. After we parked there, I stopped it. My wife was obviously crying a little bit. I told her sorry, and then I broke down. Why am I sharing this incident? It is to tell you that when we as human beings now, we we have these moments where we are not perfect, where we lose control, and we can do damage. We can hurt, harm ourselves or other people. Like I was talking to my wife about Charlie Kirk. I was saying, this smart young man. I mean, and what did she tell me? She told me the same thing. She said, you can be cool, calm, composed every day of the week throughout your life. One day you can have your temper. One day. I rarely, if ever, um, make videos for, non-famous people or something. I think the last I made the video of Hulk Hogan dying because he had an impact during my childhood days. In fact, even that fashion designer, what, Giorgio Armani or some whoever, I didn't bother. There's so many other people I don't bother. But Charlie Kirk was someone who, even if I used to get irritated with his opinions, or even though I wanted to see him lose a debate, which he did when he went into Oxford and he debated that female, and in Jubilee, he was getting his ass handed over to him. But I admired him. I'm just so upset. I am just so upset at someone who's so young, someone who's 31, is like, honestly, the world, not just USA, the world lost someone who could do so much. This is a problem with the USA. Land of the free, home of the brave, everyone should have guns. Hmm. Sometimes your own, what you fight for itself kills you. I disagreed with Charlie Kirk on, he believed the Bible was real, true. He believed Jesus was real, and I didn't agree with him there. He believed in everything Donald Trump did, which I didn't subscribe to. He believed that you should never have an abortion. As soon as there's a cell, fused with the sperm, oh, even if you don't have the capacity to take care of the child, have, and then guns. He believed everyone had the right to guns, to bear arms. Hmm. All I can tell you is, we as humanity, we have lost a great soul. We have lost a great human being. Yes, I do not agree with what he has to say. He even supported Israel during the bombing of, which they're doing. But he did share his opinion you know, in a way that was just an opinion. He never believed in, censorship and all that. He believed in open debate. But he was a very intelligent human being, very smart, and a good-hearted man. And keeping all the opinions and all that bullshit aside, as a human being, he was a good father. I'm very sure. He was a good husband. He was a good human being who did a lot of good for others. He believed in his cause, and he went to college to encourage others to talk. And he would piss people off. They would give him bad words. But he encouraged them to talk. He's a school dropout or college dropout who worked his way. He worked very hard to reach where he is. The world has lost a treasure. That's all I can tell you. So sad. And I have nothing but my deepest sense of respect for Charlie Kirk. Anyway, please be respectful with your comments. That's all I ask. I may not have agreed with the guy, but I sure as hell would want him to always be there. And I would wish him well. Charlie Kirk will be missed. He's like I would say, a legend gone too soon. Just 30, man.